Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial on how to mount new lines to your truss bar 2023, 2024 and 2025. It's going to be the same for all of them. So you're going to have the bar here, disassemble all your lines. You can actually take out the full safety line. I didn't do it on this bar because it's as fast, but you can actually disconnect everything here. Now let's get started, and we will have the line system, of course. And the line system is 3 packets. So you're gonna have this lower section, which will fit your specific bar. You're gonna have the rear, which is gonna be the linesmith rear base, and we're gonna have the upper, which is gonna be the linesmith upper front. So the linesmith upper fronts and the linesmith base, those two will be your new front lines, and this one will be your rear lines. So let's get started by taking the lower section of your bar, and that's gonna be the package. Now unroll the lines, and you're gonna find one knot here and one loop. The knotted side is going to be on the biggest hole here, and the one with only the loop is going to be on this side. This is going to attach to your safety line. Now unroll the lines, so that's what I'm going to do. Of course, you need more space than doing it indoors, but for this video we're doing it indoors, so bear with me. Okay, just unroll them until you've reached the end. You don't need that anymore. Now you need to disconnect the upper section and from the lower section of your front line. So your safety line is going to be this one, and then you will find a ring on the one with the knot on it. So we're gonna disassemble them. So just push the opposite sides of each other. There we go. So when you push, you can actually disconnect them from each other. Then just pull out the line, and then just lay the ring apart. And then you will have this line. You can put it on the side as well. This is the top section of that line. So now let me move this away. So we're gonna take the line fully until we reach the end, so it's not twisted. Okay, so there we go. Now this is gonna be the red one. Okay, now we will have one loop with a knot and one with just a loop. Now let's go and insert that into the one with the biggest hole. So you have the big hole here. Put the loop inside from the bottom up. So we're gonna go in from the bottom. Now, if this doesn't work straight away, use your old kite line or use some wire, as I'm doing now. So this is some metal wire. Gonna put that through the loop, and we're gonna go in from the bottom side. There we go. Then just pull up with some force. Make sure it sits nice and in there, otherwise you can't get it through that loop. There we go. So you have to use some force to get it through. Don't use too much force though, it's just a little bit. You can't damage the line from that little amount of force. And then just take up all the line until you reach the last knot, of course. So there we go. Then make sure it locks here, so the knot touches that block. So there we go. So it's inside of that big hole here, and make sure to put it in there as well. So it's locked. You can see the line over here. Now we have to assemble again the ring, which was here. Now you're gonna take the loop of the upper section and the loop of the lower section. You're gonna go you're gonna go over the loop. Then you're gonna go take the ring, which you're gonna put over as well. Then you're gonna go in with this part, just take the entire line through until you reach the end, and you are done with assembling one of the front lines. Now we're gonna need to mount the other front line. I'm gonna put this aside for now. There we go. Then you will have this part, which is going to connect to your safety line. So there's a long part and a short part. So we're gonna disconnect again the longest part from the top part. Now you're gonna take the other loop and connect that to the safety line, which is already on your bar, which is here. So connect that, go over, and insert the line again into the hole. I just fold it like this. So let me show you closely. Just fold it and push it into the hole like that. And then you just pull the entire line through. Until you reach the end again. There we go, and it's locked. Now you're gonna take the other end and you're gonna feed that into the hole, into that small hole, which is still available. Just make it a bit flat, or use your wire again, or whatever you're using, and just fit it in from the bottom side. There we go, and then just pull up. Okay, now you're gonna take the part that you have disconnected and you're gonna go open the loops again. You're gonna go over and then you're gonna feed in the line again. Same thing as you already did with all the other lines. And you're gonna pull up until you reach the loop-to-loop connection again. Now, then you're actually done with mounting your front lines, lower section. Now we're going to mount the upper section to this. And therefore we need a new package, which is going to be this one, which is your upper front. So we're gonna open that. There we go. Oh. And then you're gonna unroll them. Let me put the bar aside for now and just get the loops from this line end. Otherwise we're gonna get a big mess. So okay, now if you want to ride high V or low V, you can actually put that line inside of the ring to ride high V, and if it's outside of this ring, you can ride it low V. So there we go, that's done, and will look like this. Okay, so now we're going to have the two line ends, both here from both front lines, and then we're gonna unroll that line set, which we were already unrolling, which is your upper front section. I'm gonna put this here for now, and then just unroll them. As mentioned, normally don't do this indoors. You usually get some more space and then just have the lines nice and tidy. Now, when you have unrolled the lines, you have the two coming from the bottom. This is coming from the bar now, and those are the two new ones. Doesn't matter left and right, they are both the same. So we're gonna go over. And then we're gonna insert it and pull up until you reach the end again. So you are connecting with the loop-to-loop connection, connecting your upper front section to the lower front section. So just pull the entire line through until you reach the end, and then pull the line through and then lock it, and you're done. Now you can actually drop that line. Now we're going to do the same with the opposite side. This is the upper section, this is the lower section. You're going to go over, feed the line in again, and pull the entire line through. Until you reach the end, and then you just lock with a loop-to-loop connection. Now you're actually done with your front lines. It will look like that. Now you can actually mount your pigtails right now or do it later. I'm going to do it now. So you can look which one is left and which one is right. With the duotone bar on the front lines, you will have the loop. So we're going to go, the red goes to your safety line, of course. You're going to go over or feed it in as you like, and then fit this inside of the hole and pull through until you lock. So your pigtail is connected, and you do the same with the opposite side. So you go over and then you go inside of the loop, and you're actually done with mounting your front lines. Now we're gonna go with the bar again, and we're gonna mount the last package, which is going to be your rear lines. The sleeved side is your bar side, red is on the left and blue is on the right. So let me unroll this package first to make it easier. So we're gonna unroll the lines. Unroll it fully. And then we're gonna need the bar, of course. So let me get the bar. There we go, the bar is back. Now we're gonna start with whichever one you like actually, but you're gonna put the blue one here and the red one here. So we're gonna get the red, for example. You do the same again. You're gonna go over and then put the line inside of that loop and pull all the line through, like you've been doing with all the lines. You can also, if you have space, you can also just take the line end and don't pull it through, but just take the line end and then just walk all the way across. Because this generally is asking for more and more knots. So I generally don't recommend to do it like this, but if you have space and you are outdoors, just take the other line end and just fit everything inside. Okay, here we go. Almost reached the end. Here we go. Okay, so that's done. Then just pull up to connect it again. Now, as I know this one is red now, I'm gonna directly connect the pigtail to it again, go over, and then put the opposite side in, and you're done with that one. And now we'll do exactly the same with the other line. So we're gonna take the sleeve area, this blue, we're gonna put it here, and you will have to put it at the bar side because this side is a bit more heavy and it prevents that actually the right line wraps around your bar. So if you put it at the kite side, actually there's more weight flapping onto this and it's easier to break the fibers and it will damage the line a bit more. So always put the sleeve side at the bar side Once you have a lot of wear on your line, you can actually flip the lines around, but in general, put the sleeve side on the bar side. Pull all the line through until you reach the end. And then just assemble the last pigtail, go over and connect it here, and you are done. Now all the lines are connected. Now the most important part for your bar will be to check the length. So check the other video on how to check the line length on your bar. It's very easy to do. You can actually adjust the line length in here with this bar. So you just open this here and you will find some knots, and then just lock the same colors on both sides and you should be good. In general, it's red, sometimes it's black, depending on how long your safety line is. And after the setting time of the lines, you might have to move one knot up here. So just check that video out as well. We are done with assembling the lines to the Duotone Trust bar. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you need more information, go to the Linesmith